Welcome back to my channel. Today we dive deep into all the latest on the 2026 Hyundai Tucson. For the new model year, Hyundai hasn't shaken things up with a full redesign but rather refined and honed an already solid package, delivering strong value, updated tech, and a sharper focus on hybrid powertrains. According to Car and Driver, the 2026 Tucson carries over the previous generation's look and chassis with no major changes in styling or structure. Under the hood, the standard engine is still a 2.5-liter four-cylinder producing 187 HP paired with an 8-speed automatic and front or all-wheel drive, delivering competent but not blistering performance. The estimated 0 to 60 miles per hour time of an AWD limited version was measured at 8.8 seconds, underscoring that this is more of a comfortable cruiser than a sporty thrill ride. Inside the cabin, the Tucson continues to impress with spaciousness and comfort. Legroom, rear seat space, and cargo capacity all rate above many competitors in the compact crossover class. For example, the hybrid version offers 41.4 inches of front legroom, 41.3 inches in the rear, and a cargo volume of 38.7 cubic feet with seats up, or 74.5 cubic feet with the seats folded. The dashboard features a clean, modern layout with optional dual 12.3-inch screens across the width of the dash in higher trims, and the standard equipment includes wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The overall refinement, especially ride quality and cabin quietness, is a standout in this segment and contributes to the upscale feel that reviewers noted. When it comes to powertrain options, Hyundai is placing a heavier emphasis on hybrid models for 2026. In Australia, for example, the range has been simplified to just a 2.0-liter petrol and a 1.6-liter turbo petrol hybrid for the Tucson. The petrol 2.0L generates about 115 kilowatts and 192 nanometers, while the hybrid setup delivers combined output of 172 kilowatts, about 367 nanometers in that market. Back in the US, the hybrid version of the 2026 Tucson uses a 1.6-liter turbo 4 plus an electric motor and 6-speed automatic. Total system output is rated at 226 HP and 258 lb-ft of torque, and it delivered a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of 6.9 seconds in testing. With these more efficient hybrid options, fuel economy improves significantly over the standard petrol model. According to Cars Direct, the non-hybrid petrol FWD model is rated at 25-33-28 mpg city highway combined, while AWD trims drop to 24-30-26 mpg. On the technology and safety front, the 2026 Tucson remains very competitive. Across trims you'll find the full suite of Hyundai's SmartSense driver assist features, automatic emergency braking with pedestrian and cyclist detection, blind spot monitoring, lane keeping assist, rear cross traffic alert, and adaptive cruise control with stop and go functionality. In markets like Australia, the 2026 model also adds the digital key 2, which lets users unlock the car with a smartphone as standard equipment, as well as updated exterior paint options, new alloy wheel designs, and a refined range structure with fewer variants. The overall redesign appears modest, but the value-added equipment and hybrid focus make it a smart evolution rather than a radical overhaul. Pricing of course varies by region. In the US, the starting MSRP for the base 2026 Tucson petrol is listed at around $30,800 according to Cars Direct, based on early spec sheets. In Australia, the hybrid variants of the 2026 model are actually priced more affordably than the outgoing versions. Entry hybrid FWD starts around AUD 42,600 excluding on-road costs, making them more accessible. One strategic move worth noting, globally, Hyundai is shifting production of the Tucson to adapt to trade and tariff pressures. For example, they moved some output from Mexico to the US in response to US tariffs, which may influence supply, region-specific pricing or spec. For the Pakistani market specifically, given the global trends, we can expect the 2026 Tucson to be offered with the latest hybrid focus, updated tech features and Hyundai's strong value positioning, though local pricing, trims, and availability will depend on imports, currency and tax conditions. If you're watching from here, keep an eye on announcements from our region's Hyundai distributor. Overall, the 2026 Tucson maintains its status as a compelling all-rounder, spacious, comfortable, tech-rich, and more fuel-efficient than before, especially in hybrid form. It may not deliver sports car fire, but for everyday driving, commuting and family duties, it checks a lot of boxes. Let me know in the comments what you think of this evolution. Do you prefer the petrol version, or are you ready to go hybrid right away? And if you like, I can pull up export spec pricing for Pakistan or neighboring markets so you can get an idea of how this model will land here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we dive deep into all the latest on the 2026 Hyundai Tucson. For the new model year, Hyundai hasn't shaken things up with a full redesign but rather refined and honed an already solid